Hi everyone. I've been at a talk today with a very famous nun, Tenzin Palmo. I read her book about 15 or 20 years ago when it came out, called A Cave in the Snow. She is an incredibly inspiring woman, and what I love about her most is that when she talks, she speaks so honestly, and she speaks from her direct experience of living in a cave, meditating for 12 years. Definitely has opened that deep connection to the fundamental nature of who she is, that loving kindness, that luminosity, that kind of thing. So she speaks from that space, and the room becomes so peaceful, so compassionate, so kind. When she talks like that, it's hard not to tear up or cry because of the beauty of that energy that's in the room and the way she talks. The level of compassion is something else. But one thing that you just can feel from her so strongly is this deep sense of love of growth. And that's, I'm moving away from talking about spiritual growth and that sort of stuff. There's growth in so many areas, and why does it have to be selected to just spiritual? If you're growing financially, you're accessing certain qualities within yourself to manifest that. Although you can accumulate wealth through greed and all sorts of things. I guess the spiritual part is, are you doing it in a kind way? Are you doing it in a way that is aiming to lessen the strength of your own identity? Moving into a more freer space in your mind, a more open space. There's more of an attitude change where if you don't get what you want, you don't scream up and down. Able to be more accepting of things, but you still have boundaries. But this growth to open this, it's like a power. It's like a superpower of the mind, of the heart even. It's just, I love growing. I love going to this talk because it helps me understand myself. And then because I understand myself more and it makes sense in my mind, makes sense in my heart, I can help people who come to me in my healing work or in my daily life, my family, that sort of stuff, for friends. So I guess one of the biggest motivations that you could have for your own growth, I think, is the motivation. I'm doing this to help other people. I'm doing this to help the planet. I'm doing this to help every being that's on here. They're all in this. They're all in this game together. Yeah, so it's a big motivator. It helps you get you past yourself. It's like this morning, I was like, I'm so tired. I kind of don't want to go, but I've been wanting to meet her for so long, and then when I'm there, I'm like, okay, I'm here. I got up, did my practice first, did my meditation practice. I'm in a better state to be receptive to listen to that kind of teaching, because there's definitely a different mind you use when you listen to that kind of teaching. And then when I'm there, I've come home and I feel so positive for putting even more positive change into my life, and then seeing the positivity that comes from that. There's definitely negative intentions, negative actions, negative words, negative thoughts will lead you into a place where you're setting up the causes of effects that will come out later as negative events. So the things that happen to you or feelings that arise within you, certain ways of thinking that maybe make your ego structure even more rigid and hard to pull down. Because it's our ego structure and sense of who we are that it really blocks us from experiencing the fullness of who we actually are. Who we think we are is the problem. Who we think we are is really not who we are. And that's a big part of meditation practice. We need to deconstruct certain elements of our personality, our persona, which is really just levels of masks. When the last mask is moved, all that's there is love, kindness, and that will never ever be destroyed by any level of negativity. It is always there. But yeah, having said that, doing negative actions, going into dark places, you can always go into darker places. But doing positive actions enables you to feel and understand more light inside yourself and inside your life, and you use that light to gain greater light, and in the words of the Buddha, to advance in the knowledge of truth. Good luck, guys.